Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. What up, 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 what up? Man, I hope everybody's doing well. Yo, literally almost just hit end the stream on accident. We don't want to do that just yet. Okay, I gotta at least get in here and do a little something, say a little something to the people, and then we can do it, and then we're out. But what's up, everybody? I'm obviously in the tower already. A little bit of an odd day today, and we didn't do a She-Hulk watch party last night, and we're not going to do a She-Hulk watch party next week either. Today, I had to take my dog in to get a surgery, and I'm going to be picking him up later, hopefully, if everything's fine. I also have an appointment with Liam, so there's probably not going to be a video or anything today. We're just kind of kicking it, chilling. But I was up early in the morning with the little baby Avenger, and I put She-Hulk on, and he fell right asleep. So thank you for that, She-Hulk. Let's go. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about She-Hulk, talk about our feelings. We'll get in the room together, you know, hold hands, kumbaya, and all of that. But also, I want to talk about news that came out yesterday in the Hollywood trades about Avengers Kang Dynasty. Pretty interesting. It may actually tell us or give us a little bit of a clue of what Feige's thinking for not just Kang's Dynasty, but also Secret Wars, which is something that we're all really looking forward to as well. I also believe, ladies and gentlemen, unless I'm mistaken, that the social media reviews, the first impressions of the Andor show, are going to start to come out throughout the day, I'm pretty sure. So we'll probably do a recap video on that. I think I'm going to do a video on if and how Avengers Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars can live up to Infinity War and Endgame, because I think that's a big piece of discussion right now. Like, a lot of people are talking about, like, how is this possibly going to live up to that hype? And there's a lot of things and reasons that I think people are concerned that it won't. So we'll go over those concerns, and we'll also talk about, like, my sense of why it could and how it could, right? Most importantly. Whew. Also, Andor, yes. Also, we're going to do a little fun surprise new thing towards the end of the stream before we get into the Q&A. I had an idea. And I wanted to try a thing out with you guys. So first up, let's just say this. We're going to be spoiling She-Hulk, right? We're going to talk spoilers for She-Hulk. So if you haven't seen it and you're really concerned, you know, check it out, or check out rather. But I'm assuming most of you guys have seen it, yes? So why don't we begin by talking about She-Hulk and also your feelings about She-Hulk. So give me your score out of 10 for this episode. What's your score? How did you feel about this episode? Oh, thank you, Claire. That's sweet. Yeah, what do you guys think? How do you think? Bro, I'm just waiting for Daredevil. I'm going to dip out on this crap show. Oh, shit! Oh, shit, my man! Oh, shit! Hot take of the day, flying on in. Okay. Let me look at some of these here. 3, 4, 4, 7, 6, 8, 7, 7, 6.7, 3.5, 6, 8, 6. Okay, so it's pretty much, you know, it's a little all over the place. There's definitely some people still hanging in that, you know, 7, 8. I have not seen any. Oh, okay, so I did see a 9. I said like a 9. So some people high on it. I see a lot of mid scores and a lot of low scores as well. Man, okay, so that's kind of interesting. She-Hulk is such an interesting show, man. You know, look, I did a big video about this, I want to say 2 weeks ago now, and I explained that I really do believe that a lot of the crap that She-Hulk is getting is actually not because of She-Hulk, it's because of a lot of other things going on at Marvel, and She-Hulk does not represent any change, and it actually represents more of the same, and so a lot of people are, like, extra frustrated by the show, right? I gotta tell you, and I know some of you will be shocked, some of you will be horrified. Some of you guys will be like, what? But yeah, I really didn't like this episode, okay? And to me, this makes it officially more episodes of She-Hulk that I didn't like than episodes that I like. The show's not over, and I assume that there's still going to be some fire episodes and ones that I really enjoy, etc., etc. But I found this episode to just be utterly pointless. So, you know, where to start? Where to begin? Where do I start? I think the most frustrating part of this episode, and probably why I'm just really having a lot of trouble connecting with the show in general, is because the courtroom scenes are bad, dude. Like, the courtroom scenes in She-Hulk are terrible. Like, I actually thought, and maybe I was crazy for thinking this, right? But I actually thought we were going to go into the show and it was going to have really good, like, lawyer type scenes. Like, if you guys have seen Daredevil, right, on Netflix, or even watched a freaking Law and Order, you know what I mean? Like, we have some idea of what cool court scenes look like. Dude, these court scenes don't even feel like they're actually court scenes. Like, I know nothing about trials, really. I mean, I didn't watch nearly as much Amber Heard, Johnny Depp as all you motherfuckers did, and I know you did, because everybody on the planet did, except for a few of us that were like, that shit don't matter. You know what I mean? So I didn't even go to the law school of Amber versus Johnny, like most of you. But I'll tell you, I'm pretty sure that's not how that shit works. Like, any of it. Like, I was watching, I was like, that's not how a defense would work. That a judge wouldn't say that, etc., etc., right? And I was like, man, like, this isn't even good. Like, Daredevil law shit was incredible. Are you kidding me? Like, there's stuff with the Punisher that's incredible, but even in season 1, just his ability and these crazy closing statements and, you know, different things like that, it really hits. There's a tension that you can create with a courtroom scene, and I'm like, this courtroom scene, just like the rest of the show, is like a parody of a parody, and I just can't connect to it, dude. I can't connect to it. I can't at all. Now, the other thing that's going on was her getting the suit. And I'm sorry, I just got to do it again. I got to make the comparison. I got to say the comparison again. If you look at Daredevil, and I know she's a reluctant hero, I get it. And we're taking her on a totally different thing. I understand it. But in Daredevil, the way that they treat the guy that makes the suits in Daredevil, and like layer him in as this really interesting, sympathetic character that also can betray you, it's wild, bro. What was the homie's name? Wasn't it like Morgan or Norman or something like that? Like, they found a way to like layer that in a really interesting way. And in She-Hulk, the decision they make, Melvin, okay, yeah. So the decision they make in the She-Hulk show is to have Jen's BFF and the other homie, I don't even know his name, decide to talk about the what's his name? The drip something? The drip master or the whatever. Yeah, so then it's all like through that, and it's all just really silly. There's all this like, you know, Avengers merchandise, and they just get in this Avengers merchandise and like all this other stuff. And like, dude, there's zero action. There's zero tension. I don't find it funny. And I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, it feels like we're treading water to get to other cool points and things that are going on in the show. It's really frustrating, man. And the other thing that's really wild about this is you come to realize that they didn't even know about Daredevil until late in the game. And very late in the game, Feige came to them and there was like, yo, here's Daredevil. We're thinking about boom. And it's one episode, right? One episode that he's in. And I think to myself, what would this show be without the Daredevil thing, without my desire to see Daredevil again, without some of these other cameo things and things that are going on? It would be just a fucking bad show. And I'd have zero interest in it if it wasn't for that. And like, you know, like, I'm not trying to be like super grumpy about it, because at the same time, like, it is just a She-Hulk show. It doesn't really like end my love of Marvel. It's not a big deal. Whatever. I'm just ready for the next one. Like Wakanda Forever, that shit's gonna be dope. And man, Quantumania sounds incredible. Like, you know, a lot of the stuff that I talk about on a daily basis on the channel or whatnot, I'm very excited about. Even this Kang Dynasty shit, I'm excited about it, right? But I feel like what has happened to the MCU, and really one of the things that happened with this show specifically, is that a lot of fans are tired of Joke City. I think a lot of fans are tired of pushy politics. I think a lot of fans are tired of a lot of things that this show is offering, but this show was already on tracks. It was already taking off. It was greenlit forever ago. They spent a bunch of money on it, and I do think that it is smart to try to make She-Hulk a really popular, fun character. I just feel like this is like one of the worst ways to possibly do that. But it's just, I think, an example of a show that, I mean, like, they're not going to Batgirl this shit and just take it out. But at the same time, considering the timing of the show and a lot of the content that has come out recently from Marvel, like, I totally understand where people are at with the show. And, you know, like, I totally understand it. Like, people probably like the show. I think Elisa even said she had fun with this episode. And, dude, that's totally cool. Like, I'm not super butthurt about it. But I just got to be real. Like, there's nothing here for me. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing here for me. This isn't compelling television at all. We're living at a time where there's all this incredible television. And this just isn't it, dude. So, I don't know. I mean, I at some level, I feel grateful that this was the week we missed, because literally nothing happens. Like, legitimately nothing happens in this episode. Like, nothing. Like, you could have cut the whole fucking thing. You know? So, I don't know. Like, will there be something of consequence that happens next week? Maybe. And will we end the show with a few things of consequence having happened? I think so. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's going to be to that level or to that degree. But, like, man, like, even in my research, finding, like, quotes from Jessica Gao, I just, it's so cringe, dude. It's so cringe, and it really irritates me, because, like, they're legitimate. Like, I feel like she's legitimately not interested in telling a superhero story, which I do get that, like, She-Hulk just wants to be real and live her life, and I get the reluctant hero thing, but, like, just for me, I'm not really watching superhero content to, like, get slice of life, like, whatever this is, you know what I mean? So it really doesn't have a big draw to me. It's probably one of my least favorite Marvel shows, which is so wild, because after episode 1, I said, yeah, a lot of that shit was cringy, but there was a lot of fun stuff in there, so I'm going to give it a go. Episode 2, I loved it. My favorite episode. I think Tim Roth is absolutely incredible. 3, I was like, okay, you know, still pretty good. Not great, but still pretty good. And then episode 4, I really didn't like. I know a lot of you did. And episode 5, I really didn't like. So, like, for me, it's like, damn, like, might be a miss for me. You know? Might be a miss for me. So, yeah. That's my feelings. What's worse, this or Miss Marvel? I mean, I enjoyed Miss Marvel, but Miss Marvel has all kind of problems too. Miss Marvel's just like kind of putters. It's kind of boring. Like, it doesn't really do a whole bunch of stuff. The first couple of episodes of Miss Marvel are awesome. And then it's like, you know, we don't have the budget to really be that awesome, so we're not going to. Yeah. So I guess we can, like, get into it and talk to it. Maybe I'll just save that for Q&A and kind of see what a lot of you guys think about it. But yeah, like, this one just really wasn't it for me. Again, I was glad that we didn't do the watch party, because, like, even last week I was like, what am I gonna do here? And I know some people thought, like, the whole thing with She-Hulk and Wong fighting little demon things was cool. I didn't think so. You know, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, should we shift gear? Should we talk about some other fun things? Should we talk about Kang's Dynasty? What do you think? What do you think? Should we do it? You want to talk about it? Or do you want to argue about She-Hulk? Because, you know, we could do that too. I mean, I got no problem with that. You know, we can argue a little bit. It's all good. You know, not everybody has to feel the way I feel. Oh, shit. In fact, I bet some of y'all love She-Hulk. Put a... Gosh dang it, dude. What even is going on right now? All right, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just live with that. How many of you guys love the She-Hulk? Put it into the chat if you love the She-Hulk. Where's the She-Hulk defenders at? You guys love the She-Hulk? I don't love it, but it's entertaining. Man, I don't know what it is with me, Pretty Nikki. I really don't jive with it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, whatever. I love She-Hulk. Nice. She-Hulk is okay for me because I know what not to expect. I think that's fair, dude. I think that's fair. Nah, bro. I need fights. Yeah, I would really like fights. Yeah. There is no hook for me. Yeah, I get you. I good with it. Didn't love it, but that's okay. I get it. Yeah. She-Hulk greater than Thor and Book of Boba Fett. I mean, maybe so, but is that really what we want to be? Is that like what we want to put on the next poster? From the studio that brought you a project that was a little bit better than Book of Boba Fett and Thor Love and Thunder. You know? I've been watching Spider walk around my classroom, and it's been more entertaining than the show. Okay, nice. I don't like her personality. I don't like the character. Like, there's literally... I'm like, wow, this is a great way to get people to be very excited about your new character. What's the point of the show? I'm not sure. Yeah. The men in the show suck too. I know, dude. Trust me, I know. It's like it's really weird, man. Like, I don't know who. Like, I'm not trying to talk a bunch of shit, right? Because I don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's just they just didn't nail it or whatever, right? But I kind of feel like some of these people that are coming into Marvel, not all of them, but some of them are like, oh, goody. Now a ton of people will watch my shit. So now I'm going to do all the stuff I want to do and not really worry so much about the Marvel stuff. I feel like in the past, Kevin Feige would have been like, get the fuck out of here. But I feel like maybe now, perhaps because of just his bandwidth and how big Marvel is, he's a little bit more loosey-goosey with this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this dude. Jeff Loveness tapped to write the next installment in the Marvel series. Okay, now this is coming from a Hollywood Trade reporter, so it's not 100% confirmed, but this is pretty much as close as we get to being like 100% confirmed before the studio talks about it. Okay, now let's go over it. It's not a lot. Let's go over it and then we'll talk about it together. Okay, so. Exclusive. After announcing the Avengers the Kang Dynasty at this year's Comic-Con, Marvel Studios looks to have found its writer who will now pen the highly anticipated film. Sources tell Deadline that Jeff Loveness, man, can I say that every single time or is that going to get too old? Let me know, chat. Would that be too much? Who recently wrote Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, will pen Kang Dynasty for Marvel. Loveness will join Destin Daniel Cretton, who, and by the way, do I pronounce his? I can't pronounce shit. You know what I mean? So, am I pronouncing his name right? Is it Creton? 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 Is that how you? Is that it? Somebody help me out. Marvel had no comment. The pick is set to bow on May 2nd, 2025. What the fuck? That's a weird way to say that. The film was a part of the massive unveiling of the future phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe at this summer's San Diego Comic-Con, with Creton announced as director. Shortly after the confab ended. Confab and what? Why are you? Hey, Alberto! What are you doing with these words, bro? The pick is set to bow? How about not? Shortly after the confab ended? Goddamn, bro. Not much is known about the film, but a big character in the center of the new supervillain to wreak havoc will be Kang the Conqueror, played by Jonathan Majors. Okay. Oh, yeah, important thing here. Loveness cut his teeth writing on the acclaimed and widely popular animated series Rick and Morty. By the way, how many of y'all watching Rick and Morty? New season's pretty dope so far. I know we're only 2 episodes in, but I like it. I like it! Rick and Morty? Not me? Come on, Big Shaq. Why not? Haven't seen the new season yet? What? Need some more soul on the love part of his name. Okay, I'll do better next time. But I think Dan Harmon is magic. Wait, what? What? Yes, Jessica Gao was also a writer. Rick and Morty is boring. I've been watching She-Hulk. Jesus Christ. It's not on Hulu or HBO. Yeah, that's true. You have to watch it live. I think the Adult Swim app has it. We watch it on YouTube TV. The 2 episodes are Dan Harmon is the magic. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't even know what channel Rick and Morty is on. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, first up. I know who he is, Trev. Are you trying to tell me that all of the Rick and Morty magic is Dan Harmon, but you can't admit that most of the MCU magic is Kevin Feige? Like, what is going on here? You explain it to me. Explain it to me, Trev. And save your breath and don't explain it to me, because I don't fucking care. Okay, moving on. What do you guys think about this pick? What do you think? Do you like it? Do you think it's a good pick? Or are you like, what? Or who? What do you think? I'll put it in here. I'll end this and we'll put it into the polls. We'll go to the polls. Let's go to the polls. Do you like Loveness as Kang Dynasty? Do you like Loveness as Kang Dynasty director? Boom. There you go. I think you should fix the camera. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Fix the camera. There's the soul, indeed. Yeah, you guys are wild today, bro. David! Hot damn. Thanks for the 20 spot, brother. We'll go over that in just a second, but I do appreciate it. Hot damn. You know, when I went out and got McDonald's breakfast this morning, I said, can I really afford the extra breakfast burritos on top of my steak, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich? But thanks to you, David, I think I can. No opinion? Love Nut sucks too? Jeez, can we wake up? I thought I was not asleep or awake. I thought I was having trouble being awake today. Can you guys just wake up? Holy shit! We're the Nerd Avengers! Oh shit, did I put director in the thing? You guys know what I mean, okay? Everybody calm down. Yeah, he's the writer, like I said. Blink up to the sky. Okay, so it looks like 60% of you are good with it, okay? Can you speak normally without bouncing in tones? I don't know what that means, red words too. But I fucking hate your ass, bro. Stupid ass name, stupid ass comment, extra space after your sentence, and then you put the question mark. Shut up! It's gonna be one of those streams. Buckle your buttholes. Okay, let's talk about this. Jeff Loveness. Jeff Loveness. Who is this man? Who is this man? Well, I mean, obviously he's the writer of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So I think until we see that film, we can't necessarily judge or be super hyped up about it. I'll tell you something about Loveness that I really like, though. I'll tell you something I really like about him. He said in an interview, and I think it was over a year ago now, but he was talking about how Michael Waldron would be the perfect person to shake things up for Star Wars, but he didn't know if the regime over there would be able to mesh with Waldron's style. He's kind of like low-key taking shit or talking shit on Kathleen Kennedy and the regime over at Disney. And I said to myself then, I was like, he's very brave. In Hollywood, that's kind of a no-no. That's brave. Hey, I like this guy. He's fucking brave. He's got balls, this guy. I like this fucking guy. Okay? I couldn't tell you exactly what Rick and Morty episodes he's done, but I will say that I love the batch of Rick and Morty writers that have come over, minus Jessica Gao. And she actually, did she even write the show? Was she's the lead writer, or she's kind of like the showrunner, right? Regardless, other than Jessica Gao, I think Michael Waldron has been awesome. Some of you might not agree. I like Michael Waldron. WandaVision, really good. Kind of a weird, stupid ending. But Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is like top 3 MCU movies for me. I absolutely love it. I know some of you don't feel the same. It's a divisive film. I understand it. But I love that movie, and I love the writing in that movie. And I will also tell you that almost everything that Waldron has talked about as far as things that he had on his mind and things he wanted to write but ultimately didn't get into the movie, I love that shit too. Okay, so like, for instance, there was this thing that was going to be in the script about how in that universe, in the 838 universe, when the Illuminati found out about the prophecy with Wanda, they were going to lobotomize her. And Professor X was going to be the one to perform that lobotomy, but he was going to go to Magneto to make sure it was okay. And Magneto was ultimately going to agree to lobotomize his daughter. And that's where all the rumors came in from, what's his butt? Fassbender coming back as Magneto, which was actually something on the table. They obviously didn't put it in there. I don't even think they filmed with him, but that's where a lot of those rumors stem from. And I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy, but a really fun move on his part. The other thing that I really like about Michael is that originally they were just going to set up Wanda to be a villain in Multiverse of Madness. She was going to team up with Doctor Strange, and it was going to set up her being corrupted and set up Wanda to be a villain next. I love the idea that Waldron was like, oh, hell nah, I want to play with the Scarlet Witch, and gave the Scarlet Witch to himself and to Sam Raimi as the main antagonist of that movie. I absolutely love it. So, assuming that Loveness has some of that kind of, gumption and boldness with his writing, and I think he probably does. I mean, Feige doesn't poach loosely, So I actually like it. Now, let me ask you another question. I want to play with Wanda too, man. Hey, man, I mean, look, I will neither confirm nor deny that I want that too. Anyway, who was the writer for Infinity War and Endgame? Was it Marcus and McFeely on both of them? Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. And then they also were the writers of Endgame, correct? Oh, what? Yeah. Okay, so let's stop here for a second. So, these two guys, because here's the thing, man. The inevitable comparisons are going to happen, right? And I think, honestly, they should. I mean, let's be honest. Like, peak MCU was Infinity War and Endgame. Feige doing 2 Avengers movies in 2025, one of them being Secret Wars. If you don't think he's swinging for the fences, if you don't think he's trying to tap into that same energy, you're crazy. Of course that's what he's trying to do, okay? So let's just fucking make the comparisons then. Marcus and McFeely, how tight are the scripts for these 2 movies? How do we feel about the writing for Infinity War and Endgame? You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys think of that? And I'm also curious, and somebody else is going to do this and help me out here. Did Marcus and McFeely ever write on anything else in Marvel? Like, was Marvel... Did they write anything else in the MCU, Marcus and McFeely? They did? They have? No way. They wrote Winter Soldier too. Let's see. No way. Oh my God, Marcus McFeely did write that. Wow. Okay. Did they also write Civil War then? Damn, they wrote Civil War as well? Okay, holy shit. Well then. I was actually going to make a completely different point that now I can't make. They wrote Dark World as well? All the Captain America films and 2 Avengers films. Did they really? They did the fucking 2 Avengers films? Oh, and the final 2 Avengers films. Yeah, those guys definitely wrote. They wrote Gray Man? Get out of here. Get out of here. Did they really? Okay, so here's the big question, right? When it comes to all of the MCU's past and what's going on with the MCU's future. And obviously, without getting the Russo brothers back, that's like a huge red flag. We're all like, bro, what? And like, how are they going to make this work? Whatever, right? Having this guy come in, I mean, there's a couple of different ways that you can think about it, right? Like, you could be like, okay, he's just using people that he's comfortable with as far as with the new regime, and he's pulling out the best of his squad, right? And he's trying to assemble a team. So, like, if you think about it as a sports team, right? Is this just the best starting lineup that he can put forward with the people they've got on the roster? Or is this really like the studs? You know what I mean? Is this really, really the studs? And I understand when Trinity says we need new writers. I love Marcus McFeely, but we need to move on. I mean, I agree with you. And also, I will say that the tone of those first... Like, the tone of the Infinity Saga cannot necessarily serve what's happening in the Multiverse Saga and as we get towards, Secret Wars. That won't necessarily play. So, while we don't have necessarily the same, like, level of confidence, because if you think about it, like, dude, McFeely... Christopher Marcus and their relationship with the Russo brothers was very ironclad at that point, and I feel like the Russos definitely understood the system. But the question always becomes, how much of that is Kevin Feige and the lieutenants at Marvel, right? Because, just being real, like, hey, man, love you too. Just being real, the Russo stuff outside of Marvel has really not been that great to me, right? So I guess I'm just questioning here how much of what we're doing in the next in these next 2 Avengers movies is going to be like, should we be worried, basically? Do you know what I mean? Like, should we be worried? I don't know. I mean, this dude did Quantumania, and apparently Quantumania obviously sets up a lot of crazy stuff for Kang Dynasty. I guess the next question would be, is this dude also going to write Secret Wars? Or is Waldron going to write Secret Wars? Are they going to co-write Secret Wars? I don't really know. I don't really know. I think when it comes to the MCU, is he going to write season 2 of Loki? Maybe. Maybe he is going to write season 2 of Loki. Let's see. Is he going to write it? What do you think, chat? Does anybody know this? Anybody know? Because it could be him, man. He could be the guy. I don't know. He might be the guy. That would be cool. I didn't find anything in the small amount of research that I did. But I think that Quantumania is going to be a very telling movie, not only for how much we should buy into what this guy can do, but also because I think we need to be sort of a little bit course corrected after phase 4. And I'm just interested in, like, is Quantumania going to set up? Because think about it. It's the first one in phase 5. We're lining up to Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. Is this movie going to, like, set it up really well? Is it going to give us tracks that really make sense? Set up the craziness of what Kang can do, you know? What are the post-credit scenes? Like, is it going to be absolute bananas and just crazy, crazy stuff as we head towards these movies? Because in order for... And again, I'm actually going to do a whole big video on this. In order for Avengers Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars to get anywhere near the hype that Infinity War and Endgame had, they have 3 years, dude. They have 3 years, and really it's like 2 years, to switch tones, to show us that this grand scope and that the multiverse shit can actually make sense and enhance the stories, that there are actual stakes, that we can have these serious consequences. Because, like, in order for Kang to be anywhere near Thanos, he needs to make a huge impact. Like, a huge impact. I know he's very different than Thanos, but, like, bro, that opening in Infinity War where Thanos has just already trounced Thor. He whoops the Hulk's ass right in front of us. That shit was crazy, dude. Like, the setup for Thanos in Infinity War was unbelievable. So in order to have that kind of stuff happen for the next 2 Avengers movies, they've got basically 2 years to do a lot and set up a lot of stuff, right? So I'll deep dive on that. I'll probably release that video tomorrow, just because I really want to dig in and do a lot of research and think about it, right? So this is kind of interesting. So I guess the other question, and I'm wondering what you guys think about this. Do you want this guy to write Secret Wars, or would you prefer it if it was Michael Waldron? Like, which one would you prefer? None? Well, is there a writer that you would want then? Like, is there somebody that you would like to see? Gotta see Ant-Man 3 first. I think that's fair. I love it, but I think it's about Loki mixed reaction was masses. MOM mixed reaction. She-Hulk sucks. Rick and Morty writers haven't been home runs for everyone. That's absolutely true and totally fair. Waldron, as of now, interested in the writing before we make the decision. Yeah. You know, the other thing here, too, I was not impressed with Doctor Strange 2. Heard that. Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like it. You know what's funny, though? I think a lot of people didn't like it actually because of the Sam Raimi-ness. It's one of those weird examples where, like, there are some things, because, yeah, like, the basic script and everything, even a lot of dialogue was obviously done by Michael, but, like, there's a lot of Sam Raimi-isms that are in that movie. You know what I mean? Scorsese, you gotta do it? I don't know about that. Okay, yeah, that's true, MC Drew. We'd have to look into that. Maybe I'll deep dive on that before I do the video. What else has Loveness written? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, a lot of Rick and Morty is kind of on his come up, and then Ant-Man, Quantumania. I don't know that he's done too much after that, but I'll do a thorough breakdown for the video for sure. You're smoking mid if you don't like MOM. I mean, look, man, I tend to agree, but it is what it is. People, different strokes, different folks. You know what I mean? So my thing is this: there is something to be said for, at least right now, my belief that although these movies are going to directly tie into each other, they're going to be way different movies. Now, you can make the argument that Endgame and Infinity War are very different movies, and they are. And Endgame is Infinity War is a better movie. Infinity War is so much better, so much more clean. The ending is crazy. The ending shocked the world. Infinity War created all of the hype that then made Endgame the biggest movie, right? Endgame, though, here's what's interesting about it. It's not a better film, but it's an incredible ending to a chapter for a lot of these different characters. Like, so it serves to wrap things up for, you know, Iron Man, Cap, in really good ways. Like, it does that really well, and it repairs a lot of the relationship. There's an incredible amount of great character moments in Endgame. And it's also fucking bold, dude. Like, I think for right now, we take for granted how bold it is that they were like, oh, no, yeah, the Earth just gets by for 5 years with this. Like, that's kind of bold. You know what I mean? Like, that's super bold. So, those movies are two very different movies, but they directly deal with each other, right? My gut is telling me that Kang Dynasty, or Kang's Dynasty, or the Kang Dynasty, whatever it is, that film is going to be like a battle between universes. Secret Wars is going to be a battle for the multiverse on Battleworld. And Secret Wars has the potential to be wildly different than Kang Dynasty, like completely different. Because in the Hickman Secret Wars, right? And it's gonna be a mix, but I mean, come on, man. They put the incursions into the shit. This is what's kicking it all off, right? So in Hickman's new Secret Wars, you're doing this whole other crazy thing, which is basically like the time runs out events, all these different Avengers things that are going on. And it's all about trying to save the multiverse. It basically ends with Doctor Doom and Stephen Strange and the Molecule Men at the edge of the universe facing down the Beyonders with a whole, like a bomb made out of all the different Owen Reeses from the multiverse. Then there's a ship that evil Reed Richards designs where he houses the Cabal and they can survive the collapse of the multiverse. The good Reed Richards from our universe also builds a ship that can survive it. And so essentially then, like, you got to think about it like this. Everybody dies except those three groups of people. And then when the two people from the ships pop up on Battleworld, it's a fully fledging world that has all these different characters. And it's like a big planet that's like a kingdom. And there's all these different people there. So they're kind of like saved from like the bits of the multiverse, right? But the main point is we're going to have, I think, a completely different cast of characters in Kang Dynasty. Most of them will be destroyed. A few of them will remain the way they are, intact, to carry us as a narrative into Battleworld. But I think that Battleworld will be like totally different. It might even have that Game of Thrones vibe, which I think they should do. I mean, House of the Dragon is definitely popping off and showing that the fantasy and that kind of stuff is still very popular. So it's possible that Kang Dynasty is like sort of normal MCU with multiversal shit, and then Secret Wars is like so crazy and different. So in that sense, it's possible that you actually have different writers on the projects. You know what I mean? Like, that's absolutely possible. Regardless of all that, they got to get going, dude. Like, they have 2 years. They have 2 years to make us really give a shit, to make us really care about a bunch of these new characters, and to be excited about these two Avengers movies. But they also have basically 2 years to make these movies, dude. To make them. It's crazy. It's very ambitious what they're trying. You know what I mean? It's very... You know what? This guy, El Walro, what, you're waffling? I'm waffling. You're fucking banned, dog. You're banned forever. Get the fuck out of my face, El Walro. Wadarathariti. Stupid ass name, too. Hope you're still watching and crying about it. And I hope your grandmother doesn't give you any money for pizza this afternoon. Holy shit. These fucking losers. Crawling under rocks. You're waffling, dude. Yeah, and you're watching me on a screen. I don't know how both of our lives ended up at this trajectory, but shut the fuck up. Holy shit. Holy shit. So, anyways, now that we're all good here. Josh gets mad when people disagree. No, I don't. And also, you're fucking banned too! Get him out of here! Just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's good. He's good. Okay, so anyways. Okay. So, now that we've had that very mature, elaborate conversation where in no way did I waffle towards the end of it, now we can move on, okay? Now we can move on. Okay, so I actually wanted to do something different and kind of fun, okay? Which is just so funny to me after like freaking out on everybody. Okay, anyway, I want to do something fun, okay? Let's try this. This is just a new thing we're going to do here, okay? I have here the Marvel Encyclopedia. Okay? Now, what I want to do here, what I want to do is I'm going to flip to a random page in the Marvel Encyclopedia, okay? And I'm going to start to say things about this character. And they'll start super vague. Okay? And I want you guys to guess what character I'm talking about. The first person to do so will get 1,000 nerd coin. Okay? So, we'll do this. We'll do 3 of them. Okay? We'll do 3 of them. Let's see. Let's just see. Ooh, okay, this one's pretty obscure. Okay? This one's pretty obscure. Should we start with an easier one? Hang on. Okay, I'll do a slightly easier one, okay? Here we go. First fact. This is a male character that was born in Yugoslavia. They were a spy and was accidentally covered in a nerve agent, which gave them their power. Nobody's got it yet. Oh shit, Trev got it. Oh shit, no! Anybody but Trev. I mean, cool, good story. Trev, I got you. Yes, it is Kilgrave. This is true. It is Kilgrave. Were you on the... Did you hit the Google for that shit? Come on, man. Be honest with me. Did you hit the Google for that shit? No, Trev was the one that got it. Trev was the first one that got it. Ooh, okay, here's a cool one. How'd you get it? You are a nerd card champion. Okay, all right, fair. Okay. I think that one's a little too obscure. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, here's one that's kind of fun. Okay. Oh shit! Nope, can't do that one. Let's open to a new page. Let's do a new page. Oh, okay. Here's a cool one. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? This is a male character that was a SHIELD agent and received their power when the SHIELD Academy was attacked by AIM terrorists. Oh, nice. It's Quasar. Nice. Yeah, it's Quasar. Nice. Okay. So I actually need to write that dude's name down, though. Hang on. Giuseppe Enya. I need to write your name down, bro, because Trev I know, but you I do not. Don't change your YouTube name so I can get you this nerd coin. Yeah, he has the quantum bands. He uses the quantum bands. It's really cool. Okay. One more. Ready? Should I pick a really obscure one? Okay, I want to do this one. Okay. Okay. This villain was one of those bad people from Germany. I don't even want to say the word. One of the bad ones. Who was attacked by a colony of bees that had radiation. It was Swarm. Jareth Loveberry got it. All right, Jareth got it. Boom. Nice. Nicely done. All right, should we do one more because it's so fun? Should we do one more? Okay. This character, I want to do a female too. If we're just doing all male characters, I'm going to do a female character after this. But let's just do this one for now, okay? This character was a carnival performer. They stand at 8 feet tall and weigh 976 pounds. Hey, Smoking Mad Pot got it. It's the Blob, baby. Nice. Yo, Big Bertha's a good choice as well, though. Let's do a lady. We'll finish off with a lady, and then we're done, okay? Okay, let's do this one. This one's probably too easy for people. Yeah, that's probably too easy. I want to look for like a really obscure one, because like a lot of these are pretty mainstream here. Okay, here we go. I got one. This one's interesting to me. Some of you might get this right away. Some of you might not. This is a female character that is the half sister of King Arthur. LeBron? No. Wait, holy shit. Yeah, somebody got it. I think it was Star Wars OG. Morgan Le Fay. That's it. Oh, nope. Neshoba talks with you. Got it first, actually. Let's see here. See if anybody else got it first. Queen Elizabeth. Yeah. Neshoba talks with you. You are the winner. Let me write down your name here. Neshoba talks with you. All right, cool. I'll go in there later and give everybody a 1,000 nerd coin that won. And maybe we'll do that again sometime. That was kind of fun, huh? Yeah, it's kind of fun. I missed because of my brother. Damn. 1 million? Holy shit. I don't know about that. I might give you all 3,000 though. Just I'm feeling nice. Yeah, kind of cool. I'm sweating right now. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Yo, can we talk about one other thing before we get into Q&A? Can we just do one more thing here? One more little thing? One more thingy thing that we're thinking about? Thing time. Okay, so check this out. Can we do this with Star Wars sometime? Sure. I'd have to get like a Star Wars encyclopedia or something like that. Yeah. I didn't talk about Timeless Kang. I could talk a little bit about Timeless Kang. Everyone's just Googling this shit. They might be. But can they Google it faster than somebody that just knows their shit? Probably not, huh? So this is what's crazy is, we obviously didn't get any Deadpool 3 announcements at D23. Wah, And, what's his face? Liefeld. Liefeld has been talking about how you won't see this movie for some time, etc., etc. But he said it's going to be crazy when it happens, right? Well, it appears, according to Production Weekly, that this shit's going into production. And it's going to film next year. And that's crazy. Like, if this happens in Vancouver, which I believe is... isn't that where Theory's at? Theory's over in towards Vancouver or whatever? Gonna take videos of Deadpool filming? Hell yeah, dude, do it. So this is just kind of wild to me because it kind of looks like they're gonna do this Deadpool thing, and then maybe Deadpool will be one of the big announcements they make at San Diego Comic-Con next year. I don't really know. But it looks like it's filming next year, and that will mean it will probably drop in 2024 sometime. So, yeah, cool, super cool stuff. But again, they seem to be kind of hiding the fact that they're doing this, right? It's interesting. Let's go to Marvel Studios and see what else is going on. If there's anything else crazy. Oh, yeah, this was kind of fun. It's a very small thing, but I'll bring it up just because I think it's awesome. Here's one more scoop for you. Expect X-Men 97 to be very anime inspired with its animation and effects. It's going to look really, really cool in motion. I can't wait for that. I'm excited about that. I've been rewatching Bleach. My God, that's a good anime, dude. My God, it's good. So I'm all about it. All about that anime life. Okay, let's get into the super chats. We'll hang out on the chat. Yeah, and we'll be at it again tomorrow. We'll be streaming. I'm trying to come up with like more fun ideas for, things to do on the stream like that. And just in general, I just want to like continue to have a good time. I'd like to do some gaming sometime soon. It's just, there's a lot going on today, right? Like I said, we've got another appointment. And then I got to see if Luke's okay. So it's just kind of a busy day. But next week, we'll be doing a watch party for Andor. Over the weekend, I'll probably drop a video about the reviews for Andor and just like where people's hype levels are at and where we should set our expectations. I've got a cool video coming out about if it's possible, and I'll deep dive on this. I'll actually do like a lot of research on if it's possible that Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars could be better than Infinity War and Endgame. And we've got a bunch of other cool videos on the way as well. Tomorrow, if you're a business tier member, definitely going to be a really good stream. I got a lot to go over with you guys on the Prime stream. And then Sunday, if you're a Prime member, you're definitely going to want to check out on Sunday. I'll put a little video in the Discord place because I'm going to be kind of looking over our content and kind of deep diving on some stuff. So it's going to be cool. Okay, let's get into it. Super Nate with a $5 holla says, bro, I'm just waiting for Daredevil. Then I'm going to dip out of this crap show. I mean, look, again, I'm not trying to like go too hard on the show because I don't like hate it. It just feels like there's not a lot there for me. You know what I mean? That's all that it is. Like, I'm just not really vibing with it. So I hope the show actually just gets much better and we have a lot more fun moving forward. X-Days with a $5 holler says, spam corn in chat if you like corn. Yeah, that corn kid, man, that thing really went crazy, huh? That corn kid. That was really be cool. Second Son says, She-Hulk is GOAT. Incels be mad. I mean, I'm definitely not an incel. And I definitely don't think it's goated there. It feels like some toxic positivity there, Second Sons. Feels like some toxic positivity. Super Nate with a $5 holler says, the lead writer of the show literally admitted none of the writers knew how to write a court scene and just played it off as a joke. I know, that also irritated me. Because it's just not good. And then for you to talk about it like that, yeah, I'm actually like really off put by She-Hulk, if I'm being honest with you. Like just the whole thing, like what they're saying behind the scenes, the show itself. I'm like, dude, what is this? X Ace with the 10 spot says She-Hulk is definitely DC level L. Major disappointed and absolute crap. After this and Love and Thunder, I'm concerned for more future Marvel projects, to be honest. Yeah, so I don't actually share the concern, but that's because I think it's going to change. Right? So if I didn't think it was going to change, I would be concerned. I'll tell you this, though. Like, I saw a thing where Grace was talking about the movie The Marvels. And it feels like they're going to dig in and try to go right after the trolls and the criticism with The Marvels. And, I mean, you guys probably know this by now, but I think I hate that strategy. I think that's so, like, unaware and borderline narcissistic to do, you know what I mean? And I just have very little hype for the Marvels, and I would hate for Marvel Studios to get to a place where I truly think Star Wars is at right now, where they are so blind to legitimate criticism because they are so angry about all of the toxic criticism. They don't see a difference. Like, they legitimately think that anybody, like all the people that didn't like the character of Reva, have to have an ulterior motive or have to be like just a bad person or something like that. Like, that is such a false equivalence, and it's like crazy to me. And that's where some of these studios are at. And I would hate for Marvel to get there. I don't think that's what's happening. Like, just being honest, I think it's a little bit more of too much too fast, not enough control. They had to shift a lot of stuff around, and yeah, they're loosening up the reins, and they're also trying to reach into other verticals. If Marvel didn't have so much going on and also hardcore plans that really drive the saga forward, I would be more concerned than I am right now. You know what I mean? I just think that I just think Love and Thunder and She-Hulk both happen to be kind of bad projects that suffer from similar issues that happen to come out back to back. And that probably leaves us with like a not such a great feeling, you know what I mean? Caleb Wade with the 2 spot says, don't think about it too much. Thank you, man. David with a $20 holla, holy shit, says, Josh, take my money for being the realest of all MCU channels. Can't finish videos from other channels nowadays. Opinions are opinions, but they simp so hard for the mid that it sounds like they're being paid to. Much love. Yeah, I don't know too much about that. I don't really watch a lot of these other channels, but I do agree that, like, bro, it's crazy to me how some of these people defend these shows and things. And it's not just that they defend it sometimes. It's that, again, they think that all criticism of these things is, like, super trolly or coming from incels or whatever. Like, that shit's cringe. Like, nah, it's just the facts, man. There's a lot of people that are just like, nah. Nah. You know? Are there some really loud voices that are, like, milking it for controversy and, like, want it to be this big thing for sure. But I think you're always going to have that. The measure of the show and the measure of the strength of the brand is, can the show weather that? Does it give more ammunition to people like that? And then do the people that work or write on the show, do they make more trouble by engaging that in a super stupid way? You know what I mean? That's what it is. David follows up and says, did the leader hire the wrecking crew? Dude, it's absolutely possible. That's possible. And I hope so, because that would be a really cool through line to Captain America 4, into World War Hulk. I'm excited. I'm excited for the leader. I'm excited for more Hulks. And I hope that there's a few threads that come out of She-Hulk that are really interesting. So Tyler says the MCU needs Patrick Asen as a writer. Who the hell's this? Who the hell's this guy? Who's this guy? Oh, he did Prey? Nice. Okay. Looks like a good filmography from what I see. So yeah, I'd have to agree. That'd be cool. Bring him in. Why not? Let's see here. XA says, give me a Thrawn game based off Ascendancy books. Oh, that would be lit, dude. You kidding me? That'd be absolutely incredible. I don't know if they'll do it, though. Jimmy Bones says, with a $5 holla, She-Hulk is a net negative, terrible as a show, and ruins good MCU stuff. Why does it feel like they're completely missing with their Disney Plus writer hires? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with the Disney Plus writers and that whole situation. I know some of the shows have had trouble, right, for sure. And to be fair, Marvel Studios is kind of trying to like take the movie format and just like copy pasta it to the show format, and it sometimes seems like it works and sometimes it doesn't. And the one major thing I've said just over and over about these shows is like, none of this feels like must-watch stuff. None of this really feels like it can be stacked up against other great television. So if that's really it, then I wouldn't be surprised if you see like a diminishing return. I mean, we don't know what the numbers are for She-Hulk, but it appeared to be at like Hawkeye levels, right? So the question is to Disney, and it's really just, it just is what it is. This is the question. Are you comfortable with Hawkeye level and lower engagement for a lot of these shows, or for like half of them or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, and if they are okay with it, like the thing is, like, Marvel could sit back and just be like, no, we're totally comfortable with it. Like, here's the thing. The show didn't cost that much. It's ancillary. It brings in new people. And some of the hardcores just get more stuff to kind of feel like they're getting a value proposition fulfilled with their Disney Plus subscription. Maybe that's all that it is. Like, and if that is all that it is, then that should be totally fine. But I then, as Marvel, wouldn't be surprised when people are less likely to get super hyped up or excited for whatever particular Disney Plus show. And Star Wars is in a similar spot, and I'm really curious to see how they all navigate this. I mean, because I'm fascinated by the business side too. Like, I'm fascinated by the business side. I'm fascinated by the human element. I'm fascinated by a lot of shit. I get fascinated, okay? But generally, like, what are these studios going to do, right? Because you can sit back and say, House of the Dragon is so much better than anything Marvel and Disney has done. And I could probably say, yeah, you're totally right. You could sit back and say, Westworld, better than anything Marvel and Disney have done on Disney Plus. And I could sit back and say, sure. But let's not get it twisted. Disney's numbers, as far as subscribers on Disney Plus, they're dominating HBO Max. Dominating them. It's not even close. HBO Max and Warner Brothers in general is not succeeding in the same way that Disney is. So we can sit here and say, hey man, here's my nitpicking problems with this, here's my problems with that. But we also have to be able to admit they're kind of killing the fucking game. So maybe this is exactly what they want. Maybe they're doing just fine. And maybe it's just not going to hit for everybody the same way, and maybe that's fine. So, it's all fascinating to me. And we're at this really interesting impasse with technology, consumer behavior, finances, all these different things that are going on. It's fascinating. You know what I mean? Sorry, I was waffling again. Sheesh. Okay, let's see here. 34 Virgo says, I did like the first and last episode of Loki by Waldron. So I'm hoping Kevin did ask Michael opinion on allowing the challenge to be given to Jeff Love. Yeah, hopefully. That is interesting. That is interesting. Matthew Velasquez with a $10 holla says, they skipped over too much of the 5-year snap gap. I like that, snap gap. Made it seem insignificant. Give us some street-level hero series during that time frame to personalize it more. Daredevil maybe, Fantastic Four content, something. You know, it's funny because while I agree with you, I also feel like it actually did work in the film. And I feel like the scenes they set up, especially between Natasha, between Steve, all of these different things, it's because through those characters, we were able to really understand the impact of that 5 years. You know? So for me, I didn't think that. But I do understand where you're coming from. Brandon Voss says, today I'm going to LA to be at Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm for my birthday weekend. I'm turning 20 tomorrow. That's sick, dude. That's sick. Have a good time out there. Hope everything's cool. Hope you have lots of fun. Well, I don't know what Knott's Berry is, but I hope you have all the Knott's Berries, bro. I hope you bury knots all over your knot berries. Happy birthday. Frex says, member for 6 months, I started my own Star Wars channel about a week ago. Thanks to you. Thanks for inspiring me and being who you are. I hope Elisa, Liam, and the dogs are good. Yeah, thanks so much, man. We're going to, get Liam checked out later. Luke is having surgery today, so, kind of holding our breath, and hopefully everything goes well with that. But thank you so much, Frex. I appreciate it. And I hope your Star Wars channel is fun. I hope you have a blast doing it. I hope you see some success, and yeah. Josh, what page are you on in that book? What book? What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about, Joey Ebbs? I don't even know what you're talking about. Page 69, baby. Alex Willis says, member for 15 months, do you think there will ever be Captain America Civil War 2? Possibly Cap 5 or after Secret Wars, or will Secret Wars kill an Avenger and introduce the X-Men to be the focal point of the MCU? Ooh. I think you could see a Civil War 2. Yeah, I think you could see a Civil War 2. I do think mutants will be a big focus after Secret Wars. I hope they come before Secret Wars. I know we keep doing this thing where we're like, oh, it's probably not going to happen for a long time. Can't expect it until 2025, blah, blah, blah. But I'm still like, fuck that, dude. I still wake up every day and I go to Twitter and I say, man, I wonder if Kevin Feige just said, fuck it, here's all the X-Men shit we're doing, and just did it. Because I want it. I want the X-Men. Damn it. So I don't know, man. Caleb Senpai says Kenobi greater than She-Hulk. We'll have to wait and see how it shakes out, but I could see that. I can see that happening. RG2088 with a 10 spot. Very generous, man. Thank you so much. Says, Marvel need to step up with these shows. They need to become must-watch. I don't get why they're not utilizing it better for the narrative of the overall MCU. Also, both Star Wars and MCU need hour episodes. Yeah, Yeah, bro. Again, I understand what you're saying, and as a fan, I agree. I wonder what the business perspective looks like. Because I'll tell you something else. I haven't actually said this too much, but I kind of believe this. It's a little conspiracy, okay? Should we put the tinfoil hats on? You know what I mean? Get the leaded vest and cover up, your bits. Because this shit's about to go nuclear. I'm going to tell you something right now. You guys want to know low-key what I think it is? Do you want to know what I think it actually is? You want to know what I think's really going on here? Kevin Feige is purposely making these shows not that great because he wants the theater experience to remain pristine, and he doesn't want his legacy to be wrapped up in creating the wave of streaming that takes over cinema. He doesn't want that, and I think that Disney is making him do Disney Plus stuff, and I feel like it's a half-assed effort to just supply the studio with what they need and not actually dig in and make incredible stuff. That's what I think it is. Don't ask me again. Okay. Darth Marth with a 10 spot says, oh my god, would you rather have John Campea star as Superior Iron Man or have Ezra Miller created as a boom mic operator for all of Phase 5? You must answer. Also, Josh had an interesting tweet /re-andor. Okay, nice. I didn't see John's tweet because he blocked me because I was making fun of how much he gazes at wieners. There's nothing wrong with gazing at wieners, dude. First of all, like a whole bunch of people gaze at wieners. You know, it's fine. Like it's 2022, dude. You can gaze at the wieners. I don't understand why you're getting upset about it. I don't understand why everybody else is upset about it. It's fine. But yeah, John Wiener gazing Campia blocked me on Twitter, so I can't see what he said. But I know that he did say something about it, and people are fired up about it. And as far as your question is concerned, I think John Campia would be an incredible superior Iron Man. Are you kidding me? He's an OG, dude. And then it would be kind of crazy in Secret Wars, too, because like Toby would show up and superior Iron Man would just be staring at his schmeck. You know? So, hey, that'd be kind of fun, too. Yeah. He's too short for superior Iron Man. I don't know how tall he is. I don't really know. Yeah. He broke the Andor embargo too. Is that why people were butthurt? Somebody send me what he. Somebody send me the screenshots of his tweets. Somebody send me that shit. Because again, he blocked me. I have no idea why. I think it's pretty unprofessional. But whatever. The final Uncharted PC release date has been announced. Oh, okay. He said it's amazing though. Oh, okay. That's cool. I would love for Andor to be amazing. Can you imagine next week, next Tuesday, we sit down to do our watch party, you know? And we just are just enthralled, dude. And we're just loving it. We get done with the first episode and we can't wait to get into the next one. We're like, holy shit. And then we can't wait to get into that last one. And then we do a big like part of it, just kind of chatting about it and shit like that. Like, let's go. You just banned someone that said you were waffling, so blocking about penis gazing is on the table. That's true and fair. That's true and fair. Would you rather have Ezra be boom mic operator for all of Phase 5 or have Nick Fury cast as Bill Cosby post-Secret Invasion? I will break you eventually. Is this fucking Ezra Miller's sock puppet account? Yo, Darth Marth, let's be real, man. Are you like a Ritalin-fueled Ezra Miller that happened to find your way to this stream and is super triggered by all the shit I talk on Ezra, and you just can't fucking handle it, and so now you've made it your business to super chat me until I admit that Ezra should do something? I mean, what is your game here, man? What is your game? Yo, let me ask you guys something here, okay? I'm kind of curious about this now that we're talking about Ezra. Let's just say that Ezra is good, meaning no more hucking chairs at ladies splitting their heads open, no more capturing teenagers riding around in a bulletproof vest, none of this stuff, right? What if he's actually like he's just good till the Flash comes out, okay? And there's maybe no real interviews, etc. You know, we kind of do the thing where we're like, Ezra is still seeking help and doesn't feel super comfortable coming out here, and you know, blah blah blah. If that happens and there's no more drama, will you go check out The Flash? Will you go see the movie? Yes or no? Oh, okay. Joey, yeah, I got you. Will you see it or not? Yeah. Check the Discord. Is that, do you have John Campia's stuff? Okay, so he's pretty hyped on it. That's cool. So he says he wasn't a fan of Boba Fett or Obi-Wan. Same. This has me excited about Star Wars again. Dope. Cool. Yeah, so I'm leaning towards no. Like, I'm leaning towards no, right? Especially because the word is, like, Ezra's not back either way. Right? So, I'm leaning towards no. But, I don't think I'm going to go see Black Adam in theaters. Like, Black Adam doesn't look like at least Flash, despite Ezra being the worst, is apparently incredible. And I thought the trailer was kind of fun. So, I don't know. Like, that's going to be a big question mark for me. Black Panther 2? Hell yeah, I'm going to see it multiple times, bro. Kidding me? Dr. Fate looks great. Dr. Fate does look cool. Definitely a high point for the film, for sure. Think about how many movies you are saying you don't want to see in theaters anymore. What, have I said that a lot? I mean, the theater thing's weird. Like 2 years ago, when we're in the height of the pandy, right? Many of you guys were here. I was like, dude, theaters are done. Burn it all down. Nobody's going to theaters anymore. The whole industry's turning on its head. And then I was like actually shocked at how well coordinated and organized Hollywood got to try to like save the theater experience, right? And so then, like, I would say a couple of months ago, I was like, well, maybe they saved it. Maybe theaters are fine. Maybe the movie industry is fine. And like now, you're hearing all these stories of like them filing for bankruptcy, and the fact that, like, yes, even though there are some movies that are doing really well, overall movie theaters are losing their ass. And that the movie theater experience is just not it anymore. And I think we're finally starting to see, like, I mean, it's kind of hard to say, right? Because there's discretionary income is down. Wait, I missed some super chats. Hang on, let me just get into this. Yeezy Fushizi, member for 20 months, says, you think Ezra will transfer into live action as smoothly as Ahsoka did? She had the benefit of being alien-esque, but 4K Ezra gonna feel weird to me. Nah, I think, especially because of the time gap, I think it's gonna be fine, dude. For sure. And maybe it's just the fanboy talking, but I'm like, nah, dude, Ezra, we're good with that. APAR, member for 16 months, says, would you be hyped if they announced Doom Disney limited series, knowing that almost all the Marvel Disney shows haven't hit the mark? Of course I would be. So yeah, like, I absolutely would be excited for it. But I mean, it would just take, here's what I think it is, bro. My honest thing here, APAR. I would be excited. I would have a high level of skepticism, but I'd still be excited. And then the moment it wasn't what I wanted, I'd get pretty butthurt. I think that's kind of what it is. And I mean, some of you guys are like, fuck, Josh, why? Why can't you be mature? I started a company called The Den of Nerds. I sit here and talk about nerdy shit for a living. Don't tell me to be mature. Don't tell me to be mature. Okay? So this is how it goes. I would get excited. I would have skepticism, and then the moment it wasn't like my fanboy dream, I'd get all butthurt, and I'd come out here and be like, what did you guys think of it? Give your score. And then I'd be like, and here we go. And I'd just shit on it. Okay? You look like a chipmunk. Thanks, Marcos. I appreciate that, dude. Chipmunks are real cute, and you probably think that too, bro. But I'm taking, Marcos. I'm taking. So, you know, go cry yourself to sleep. Okay. And then Joey Up says, I have the same Marvel encyclopedia. I was trying to see what page you were on. Should have just Googled it like everyone else. Yes, you probably should have. Chipmunks are cute. Yeah, aren't they? They're pretty cute. Yeah. Theodore? Yeah. What was the John with the Chippendale shit, right? With the flat animation, the CG animation. I actually thought that movie was kind of cool. You know? Modern Warfare 2 revealed today. Oh, let's get it! Chipmunks can't grow locks like Josh's. That's right, Papa Cardi. That movie wasn't bad, right? It wasn't bad. I liked it. I like John Mulaney too, so it was cool that was in it. Yo, I want Call of These. Shout out to 2K for being great again. Yeah, dude, they're always killing it over there. My buddy got it yesterday. His kid was sick, so him and his son just played like 2K all day at home. I'm looking forward to those days with Liam, man. That's gonna be fun. What else is going on? I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. Look, I'm excited for the Modern Warfare 2. I was into Modern Warfare, or rather Warzone for a while, right? But then Warzone just got stagnant for me, and I just really ended up not liking it. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that, like, it's actually dope this time, and it's, like, really, really good. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm hoping I can get a PC code. Somebody's trying to hook me up with a PC code, so I'm hopeful. But yeah, Nerd Avengers Clan. Ooh, that would be sick, dude. Have I seen the Authority Mackie rise up? Oh, Anthony Mackie rise up. Wait, what? What the fuck? No, I haven't seen it. Is that like a commercial or something? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm hoping that shit's really cool. There's a lot of kind of fun stuff going on with games. So maybe we'll do some big gaming streams soon, you know? What's my thoughts on the Man Thing? Yo, what up, Fernie? Man Thing is cool, and I'm hoping he's real cool in the he's also a Nexus being. Maybe that's why the TVA is showing up there, right? But yeah, no, I'm excited about that, and I hope that I hope we get some more Man Thing after Werewolf by Night. It's real cool. Yeah. And then, dude, I'm so excited for this House of the Dragon on Sunday, and we're going to be back to breaking down House of the Dragon on Monday. I don't know what my brain just did, but yeah, I'm excited for that. That shit's going to be dope. Yeah. Let's freaking go, hot tea! Wonder if that has anything to do with Kang and Ant-Man 3. Oh, came back across the Yellowjack helmet in the Void and Loki. Really? Okay, yeah, that would be crazy fun if that did have something to do with it, yeah. Merch arrived? Nice, dude. Time jump, hot D. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Please don't lie. Do not lie. Tekken 8 looks great, bro. I'm going to get Tekken 8. I'm going to get Tekken 8, and I'm going to slice and dice some of you guys up with Yajirobe. Huh? All right, everybody. I appreciate you. Appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for hanging out with me once again for a juicy Nerd Avengers stream. I'm sorry to disappoint some of you. Is it Yoshimitsu? What did I call him? Did I say it? I said something different. But that's who I meant. Yoshimitsu. That dude's awesome. Why don't you like Rings of Power? I don't hate Rings of Power. It's just kind of boring to me. But Lord Vito says he'll beat you at Tekken. He did say that. Isn't he super good at Tekken? We'll have to put in some training and all that, okay? You just call him Yoshi? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, much love. You guys are so dang sweet. I appreciate you. You guys are so dang sweet, man. Thank you, guys. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Ah, shit. Ah, man. It was a good one, you know. Sorry I got a little heated there, you know. It's just, you know, a lot of streaming and videos and talking to people on Twitter. And sometimes I get irritable, you know. Like, I don't mean that. I wish everybody knew that there's only love in my heart. Unless you got some bullshit to say, and then I'm gonna get triggered like a motherfucker. I'm gonna hulk out on yes, and I'm gonna kick out of the tower. And enough. So yeah. Much love. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you're eating 5 to 7 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Make sure you're thinking about your fiber intake. Make sure that you're taking sure that your butt's wiped, and make sure you wash your faces and brush your teeth.